sadly, where's my pen at? Oh, here we go. Okay, good. We're good. Sadly, in certain cases, the brain rot can be so advanced that we actually have to restrain the patients. So, with your consent, I'm just going to tape your mouth shut. Do you consent? Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for letting me do that. I know you won't be able to speak during this, but that is okay. It's all part of the process, I promise. So the very first thing that we need to actually do is to figure out where you are on your diagnostic chart of trans brain rot. I have here my booklet, and it will actually give you a rating, and we have to go through this process. So even though I've gagged you and I have also taped your mouth shut, you should be able to respond. So just let me get my official Hello Kitty pen. Hello kitty, hello kitty, kitty. Hello kitty, hello kitty, 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 kitty. Something, 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 and something, 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 something. Did you know that Slater actually took that song from Aisha Erotica? Anyways, I'm really sorry. Don't worry. We'll any time from this appointment will not be bulk billed because so we're just going to go through. I have a few different questions to determine the severity of your brain rot, and we will just sort of see what your score is. It has to be sort of above 80% for you to really be diagnosed with chronic terminal trans brain rot and brainworms. It's a sort of synonymous thing, brainworms / brain rot. And so I'm going to go through and I'm just going to see what your responses are. So the very first thing is, what is your online life like? How much time do you spend online? You per day, you would say. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So that's 70 hours per day. It's only 24. Okay, so that's right. That's quite a lot. Yeah. So we'll put a pin in that. 70 hours a day. Okay, we'll put a pin in that. When you're online and you're logged in, what would you say you're mostly focusing on? Is it cute cat videos? Is it moodang? What's your... Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. So it's Fortran. Yeah, okay. That's usually a red flag. I'm not gonna lie to you. The notice boards of Fortran are what we like to call bad. That's my medical opinion. As a professional with a background, by the way, I am a general practitioner, which is sort of like a primary care physician, but I'm more of a jack of all trades, and transgender side of 4chan. Great. Okay, that is certainly going to ring some alarm bells off with your diagnostic criteria. So, with that being said, I think from there we are actually going to. So you would say that it's mostly 4chan, but also you mentioned Reddit. Right, okay. That's interesting. When you're on Reddit, do you mostly stick to like r/trans or r/LGBTQ or okay, so yeah, that's not great. So let me see. Do you spend time on which subreddits would you say? So it's r/TrueScum. Yep. r/SJW cringe you mentioned. Look, that's in like a grey area where I would say that's a problem, but we'll put a pin in it. You also are on Reddit. What is it? TTTT, and also the corresponding, yeah, the 4chan generation of that. Okay, so you also spend a lot of time on r/honest transgender. Is that right? Yeah, that's a big one. Not gonna lie, that's a big one. r/true trans. You see, in the diagnostic field of the professional care that I provide, we view the TrueScum or /transmedical gatekeeping communities as akin to brainrot, and it's all the same sort of radicalized brainworms and badness. So we're just going to label this all as the same for today's session. So sorry, there's a lot of clicking. Here. So now, what else are we thinking about? Yes. Okay. Good. Well, it's certainly not past redemption, but you obviously are spending upwards of 700-800 hours a week on the TTTT board of 4chan, and you're also spending any other time online on probably the worst subreddit communities that you could possibly be doing. So that is certainly that's a bit of a concern. It's a little bit of a concern. Do I look concerned? I'm not concerned. So we need to now run through some terminologies, because although you spend an antisocial amount of time on those places online, I need to know how far in the information has actually pierced through your cerebral cortex into the sort of transgender amygdala, and if you will, and until I know exactly how that is, we can't really treat you because it depends. So what I'm going to now do is I'm going to actually run through some terms, and if these resonate with you, I would like you to please touch grass, and I would also really like you to just answer as truthfully as possible. You don't have to sugarcoat it. You don't have to sugarcoat it. But I will nevertheless judge you incredibly harshly. I'm just kidding. We're all friends here. All the ladies here. It's totally fine. We're fine. We'll be fine, everyone. Don't worry. So, okay. Okay. Have you ever, are you familiar with the terms, too cute and trender? Okay, that's a yes. finished with the Huns now, have you ever called someone a clocky bugger? No. That's good. That's good that you haven't, because I just made that one up. That's not real. Okay. Are you familiar with the terms boy motor, man motor, gorilla motor, and snowy motor? Okay, so that's a yes. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Have you ever been aware of a person named Jessica Yaniv? Okay. What about Chris Chan, but in a trans sense? Okay. Thank you for your answer. Do you ever spend a seemingly insane amount of time on either Mumsnet or Kiwi Farms? Right. Do you find yourself on the trans investigator side of the internet ever? Okay, that's a yes for all of them. This is obviously some very deep set brain rot, and I'm frankly, we've never actually seen a case like you here at the clinic, but I've always been up for a challenge. My mom never raised no coward. Okay, so that's really, thank you so much. Have you ever called someone, either ironically or unironically, something called a Sneedhun passoid? That's my stomach rumbling. Whenever I talk about brain rot, I get famished. So, circling back, are you familiar with the term Sneedhun passoid? Yes, okay, so I'm going to put you down. I'm going to now switch to actually my computer because my pen ink has stopped working, so. We do this all the time. We're kind of we're sort of a mixed media. Don't even worry about that dust. It's not from sitting. Okay. Just let me log in. So as you were saying before, you've used all those terminologies, unironically and ironically. Okay, that's certainly concerning. Are you at all familiar with and or hyper-aware about Blanchardism and AGP, or something that is sometimes referred to as HSTS? Okay, that's we view that as one of the bigger red flags, so we're going to mark that specially in the application. Okay, so have you ever been hugboxed, and are you familiar with that term or used it in a way that is hostile? Okay. Thank you for being so honest with me today. It meant the world. Okay. Are you familiar with do you find that you have a seemingly strange affinity with the highly contentious fields of phrenology and craniology when addressing your and other people's dysphoria? Okay. Yep. That seems strange, but you would be surprised how frequent it is. I'm so jammed. Just gonna... Okay, great. You're doing so well. You're doing so well. I'm so proud of you. Great job. We're so close to getting a diagnosis. I'm so excited. Okay. Do you know what a blaha is? Yeah? Okay. And you... How many would you say you own? Okay. That's a lot of blahas, but respectable. Not the most we've seen here, so don't worry. Also, nothing wrong with blahas. I love blahas. Great job. Great job, Sweden. And, well, I'm not even going to go into that. Anyways, do you ever refer to cisgendered individuals as sissies, as in C-I-S-S-Y, or C-I-S-S-I-E-S? Yeah. That's a yes for that one. What else do we have? You know, I think we've done... Oh, there's just one last one that we need to check. Are you familiar with the acronym IWNBAW? IWNBAW. Yeah, okay. That's a yes. Yeah. No, I won't. I will not say what that is standing for. Fantastic. We've done it. We've done it. Great job. So, a couple other smaller things is, what are your first impressions when you see this? Yeah, okay. There was also one question about a cancel tilt, but I have no idea what that means. What do you think of when you see a stiletto? Okay, great. Well, I'm just going to do some rough calculations in my head to determine your score. So, are you comfortable? Do you need anything? Do you need anything? Do you need anything? Okay, this won't take me long. I'm very, very good at math. I've never learnt my times tables, but I just have this incredible intuition when it comes to enormous I'm just so good at math. Carry the 7. Okay, we can confirm that you do have advanced brain rot. You do meet the criteria, so congratulations, and I am also sorry. So I'm just going to take some rudimentary testing now of some physical attributes that could be a way to further treat the brain rot. So if you could just it's just like a little bit like one of those temperature things, except it is not. Okay, great, thank you for that. That's within the normal region, I would say, so that's good. I'm just going to measure you now a little bit, okay? So that's... Yeah, it has to be taut, like a taut. Like a tortellini. $87.94, that's great. And $25.47, 32 and 23. Yeah, okay. That's amazing, actually. 32 and 93. Yeah. That's really healthy. Don't worry about that. One other thing that we're just going to do really quickly, and honestly, it will barely So, you might be feeling a little bit like Alice right now, falling down the rabbit hole, but don't worry, I'm here. Dr. Eepy is here. She's gonna grab you up with her long locks. All you have to do is make a choice. We have the blue pill here. The blue pill will give you, sorry, I forget what the movie reference is. Anyways, we have the pink pill, which will give you more blahs and also a sense of community. Or you can blue pill it and see how far this wonderland goes. Anyways, okay, you want to take both? Sure. Those should kick in very soon. Now we can really start your treatment, and now that you've taken some anti-brainrot medicine, there's only a few little steps that we'll need to take because we actually have advanced and experimental methods of treatment here, and so that's really exciting. So the very first thing we're going to do is I'm going to attempt to cleanse the aura, because you've brought a lot of brain rot into this space, and that is totally normal, but this will help to sort of cleanse you. It's going to give you a lot of good spirits. It's a glass house candle. It's got coffee flour and vanilla in it, so we're going to light it. Oh my god, it's turned into an unboxing video. I can smell it. It smells good. So as I said, this is just going to like realign your non-brain rotted chakras. It's going to give you a new sense of life. It's quite heavy. So we're going to go ahead and trim these. Whoops. We're going to go ahead and trim these wigs. We're going to go ahead and trim these wigs. What are we going to... Just forgot what we were going to trim. The wigs. I could have done this before. So I really just encourage you to breathe very deeply when you smell the scent and aroma of this, because it will actually really help to I guess metaphorically enhance your likelihood of touching grass. What's the old saying? Fire from heat, heat from fire. Heat from fire, fire from heat. Oh no. It always takes the longest time possible to light it for the first time, I find. There we go. So I'm just going to set this to the side of you so that you can actually really get a good amount of niceness from that. It's going to cleanse your aura. It's going to remind you that there is hope, and that you don't always have to be a doomer, and that you should reach out, and there are people that love you. Self-acceptance is a thing you do. You practice. It's not a thing you attain. It's a practice. It's like praxis, but different. she actually served. She sat. It's getting old now. This potion is quite strong, I'm going to be honest with you. Its name is in Latin, which I cannot pronounce it, but what you need to do is you need to take this potion, and when you have taken this very, very strong potion, moving you a little bit closer to me, all you will need to do is sleep. So this will knock you out quite strong. It will knock you out for about sort of 7 to 8 working days, so it's strong. And when you wake up, you will feel like $1,000,000. You will feel like $1,000,000. You will feel like the equivalent of what was $1,000,000 when $1,000,000 was a lot of money. That is what you will feel like. That is what you will feel like. That is what you will feel like. Where was I? I forget. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna make you up a little potion. Great. And again, this is a proprietary recipe. It's actually owned by I'm trying to think of the two most transgender names possible. Celeste and Alice. Celeste and Emily. Something like that, I'm sure. Okay. Fantastic. So we're just going to add a little bit of tears of Poseidon. And then you'll be right as rain, I promise. I've just got to, it may not seem like very much, but it's hyper concentrated, and so there's going to be a lot of I don't know if you can actually see what's happening here, but this is where the magic is. You see how it's falling down like that? That is going to clarify and cleanse your soul. And I think that's pretty nice. So I'm just going to give it like a little bit of a stir here. Yeah, that's great. A little bit of a stir. It's like a snow globe. Great, and that's gonna so like I said, that'll knock you out quite fast, honestly. And there we go. So that's your potion, and it will cure you. It's, of course, it's not exactly permanent, but it will help a lot. Great, well, that was your session for today. I'm just gonna mist your face really lightly. Thank you so much. Come back next time.